Welcome back to the Squish Room, the space where rhythm meets reason and the creative meets the conscious. I'm your host, Squish Arcana, and today's episode is not just an interview, it's a journey. Our guest today is an artistic force, novelist, spoken word poet, screenwriter, visual storyteller, and at just 20 years old. She's already making waves across the U.S. and Canada. Let's welcome the multi-dimensional talent, Bintou Kaba. Good evening. How are you
Hello.
doing?
I'm doing good.
You good?
How about you? Mm-hmm.
I'm well. You ready to get into it?
Wait, hold on. What you said?
So you ready? You good?
Yeah.
Everything's straight on your end?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm good.
Sounds good.
Mm.
All right, I did your intro already before you stepped in. And I just wanted to let you give a little bit about you, how you started, just a little background information for those who may not have gotten in tune with you and those who haven't had a chance to know exactly what you do and how multifaceted you are.
Okay. So I'm an author, I'm a poet, I'm a film writer, and I'm learning how to write songs. And I'm also a
Okay.
music producer.
Okay. Me as well. That's what's up.
Oh, that's nice. You produce
Yeah,
music or
yeah.
oh nice.
Yeah, just music right now. I just make beats for the moment.
Oh cool. Are you gonna make your own raps? Maybe? Like poetry?
Yeah. I
Mm.
rap. I just kind of don't like my own voice. So that's what
Oh,
kind of keeps me hesitant on it. But yeah, I write a lot. I mean, I started with poetry like at 10. So, I mean, I'm kind of used to writing. So that's what made your interview unique because we're kind of like in the same
yeah.
lane in a way.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just kind of like I wasn't in tune. So I just wanted to give you a chance, to get on the platform and like let everybody know what you got going on.
Mm-hmm.
All
My
right.
oh,
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I mean, for what's going on right now, I'm gonna publish my second book later this year.
Okay.
So yeah, hopefully, like in a few months, like in the summertime, since I don't have school.
Okay. I wanted to ask you, exactly how did you go about writing your first couple of books? Like, I want to know for myself and just let my audience know. But like, how did you go about the process?
Like how I do it,
Mm-hmm.
or okay,
Like, exactly how do you get distro? Like, how do you get on Amazon?
oh,
Like, how do you get, like that?
okay. So I mean, for the book idea, I watched the Wakanda Forever movie, the second one, and also
Oh,
the Little Mermaid live action movie, and I got inspiration from those two movies to write the book. And also, like I think it was on Facebook, I saw like a flyer for self publishing, and they had like a good sale. I'm talking about less than $500, which is insanely cheap for publishing
right.
books. And it was like a Mother's Day sale, so reason why it was so cheap to begin with. But I put down my deposit, and my mom actually helped me out too. And the company, they edited my book and they made the cover and they put it on Amazon within a few months.
Okay, that's cool. So you have a pretty nice support system with everything you're doing. Okay,
That's
that's
right.
what's up.
Yep.
Your storytelling journey started at 8 years old.
8, 9, something like that.
8, 9.
I kind of forgot,
Okay.
but I was super young.
Okay. So what made you pick up the pen or
My father,
crayon?
mhm, my father used to tell me bedtime stories as a kid. It was just
Okay.
like stories about his home country, which is Guinea Conakry, is in West Africa.
Okay.
And
That's what's up.
um, unfortunately, he stopped because he had to like work at night. So I guess younger me really missed those stories to the point that I actually wrote my own.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool and touching at the
Mhm.
same time. Like,
It was-
I don't know. I guess I didn't know what to expect, but that's dope though. Like, that's a way to, I guess, turn a negative into a positive in a way. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Hmm.
And I definitely understand those late night shifts because that's exactly what I work. So yeah,
Hmm.
that hits home for me a little bit more than normal. You got roots in Mali and you were raised in Ann Arbor, right?
Oh, not Mali. I'm in Ann Arbor, Michigan, but my family's from Guinea
Oh,
Concrete. So,
okay, that's what's up.
mhm.
How has that cultural blend shaped your voice and your writing style?
um, let's see. I mean, I do get influenced a lot when it comes to like Michigan and mainly the weather, because the weather, I mean, it's sunny now, but sometimes it'd be snowing in winter for no reason. I mean, snowing in February or April even. So, it's just crazy weather going on. But also in Guinea, which good thing I visited there a few years ago, it influenced my writing by writing the struggles and just what I see. Like seeing
Oh,
a country that's full of black people is very much mind blowing for me.
in what regard? Like just seeing the struggle or just seeing a group of us like just kind of going through it? Or just what
Oh,
their everyday life is?
oh, it's probably their everyday life because obviously, their everyday life is very different from mine, and it's not like mine's better or anything. It's just different, not something I'm used to, basically.
Okay. You got to get accustomed to it in a
Yeah,
way.
it's mhm,
Okay,
basically.
cool. That's what's up. All right, let's talk about Tragedy in the Tides, your debut novel. Was it
Mhm.
what inspired it and what message were you trying to leave on the page?
The inspiration is Wakanda Forever, the second movie, and also Little Mermaid, the live action.
Hmm.
That's the inspiration. And what was the second question?
What message were
Oh,
you trying to leave on the page?
the message. Don't let revenge take over your mind, or even anger too.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, with that being said, have you ever had that happen to you in your actual life outside of the book
Um,
where you had to use that?
let's see. I'm not much of an angry person, but like also in the book it talks about grief,
Cool.
and currently I'm grieving over a relationship that happened in the past. So in a way,
Okay.
it's kind of relatable in my life.
Okay. Does that inspire you or is that making you focus on your writing more or maybe your spoken word?
Yeah. Definitely my own struggles in life has um motivated me to write more, inspiring
Okay.
me.
That's what's up.
Mhm.
You also dropped Reaching for the Stars, your spoken word EP.
Yeah.
What themes do you keep returning to in your art and why?
My manifestation in the universe. I talk about those a lot because, well, it really helps me out in life and gives me hope for a better future for myself. Because, like, growing up, I didn't
Right on.
really know what to do in my life. Like, I wanted to be an author, but, like, that's a industry that's very picky. Like, it would be hard for me to get
Very true.
traditionally published because self-publishing, anyone can do that,
Yeah,
but getting picked by an agent is a long process. So, you know, it was like,
very true.
I mean, honestly, when it comes to creativity as like a career, it's pretty hard to get in it. So, I was just like, yeah, I want
True.
that, but it's hard to get in it. So I had to be a little realistic and choose a safe route of going to college, which I mean, I'm doing social work, which I don't mind being a therapist when I'm older. But like, if I can just do
Okay.
storytelling as a career, that would be great.
Okay. You have one that's like a passion and one is like a fallback almost.
Yeah, basically.
Like just in case, I have a downtime over here, I still got, my education to pick me up over here
Hmm.
as well.
Yeah, like I'm gonna
That's what's up.
graduate next year, so you know.
Okay. That's what's up. Well,
Thanks.
congratulations. Well,
Thank you.
in order, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
I'm glad you sitting there and positive things, man, in more than one way, scholarly and creatively.
Hmm.
Do you feel your work has become a kind of emotional or spiritual medicine?
Yeah, most
Maybe for
definitely.
those who read it? Okay.
For adults, yeah. mainly my spoken word would be like touching for adults, like because I talk about mental health in my poetry a lot. What else? Mental health, like I inspire hope, or at least that's what some people tell me in my poetry. They're like, hey, this poem is really helpful or is really powerful. Because, like, I wrote a poem about gang violence and gun violence, and some people told me that this poem is very powerful.
That's good, but I really feel like if that's what you're getting from, like, I guess a subject like that, you really do have a certain talent for making people feel a certain kind of way or a certain kind of emotion. Because I mean, not gonna say too much, but I understand the gang violence situation. So it's like if you can touch home with one of us and make us kind of rethink decisions and maybe mistakes, you never know where that could lead up or where your career and your spoken word might intertwine, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's that's cool. I appreciate you for sharing that. I know uh some things you may want to leave out or like leave for people to go actually read and go check out. So I appreciate you sharing that with us today.
Of course.
You, you've spoken about navigating toxic environments.
Hmm.
Have you used art to reclaim your own personal space?
Like, leaving them?
Yeah, like your, I guess, independence in a way. Like
Oh,
maybe if
yeah.
you were, dependent or something along them lines. Like, did it help you reclaim your space or a certain sense of you that you may have lost or
Yeah.
put to the side?
Yeah, it most definitely has, and that's just for my writing in general. Like, I realized that growing older, storytelling is basically my superpower, and I can transform my pain into like art or art slash power for my writing. So it has helped me reclaim my power.
Okay. I mean, well, I guess with you going maybe the therapist route,
Yeah.
do you ever think it's like why you're so good with people, or maybe they gravitate you a little bit more, maybe, or to your work?
Probably because, well, I'm not sure about me personally, but for my work and my writing, it's more personal and very much relatable. So I feel like that's why people gravitate towards it more. But I mean, I can't really
Okay.
speak for people, but that's what I'm assuming.
That's what it seems like to me. It seems like you're very down to earth, very chill, but you also can relate to anyone's, or you're empathetic to what people may be
Mhm.
going through or have been
Yeah.
through. So I feel like that's what makes you real easy to talk to. And as far as a therapist, that's what I've always looked for. Someone that I feel like that would get on the ground with you, if that makes
Hmm.
sense.
Right.
And that it's cool to see that, especially in someone as young as you are, because the pictures that they paint online is like all young people are just like YNs and crazy. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
mm-hmm.
But it seems like you have your head on straight. You understand what you want and what you're trying to do and where you want to go with it. So I commend you. That's all. I just commend you for being
Yep.
different out of the bunch. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Thank you.
Multidisciplinary artistry, school, work, creative hustle. How do you keep it all flowing?
Oh, I actually have a planner like I use. It's on my phone, and I just type in the like the goals I need to do for the week. Like I have to do this homework. Then, if I have the time, I can write this poem at this time. Just planning ahead helps me out a lot.
Your time management skills are pretty
Yeah,
like up to par, to
pretty
say the
much.
least.
Yeah, like if I'm really
So
passionate
how
about
does
something. Oh,
oh go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
oh, oh, like if I'm really passionate about something, I would just always make time for it. It's like my poetry, basically. So you know,
Is that like your form of self care in a way? Or like checking on yourself,
yeah,
your writing and your poetry?
yeah. Like poetry mainly is like my therapy sometimes. Like, yeah, I actually go to
Oh,
an actual therapist time to time. But if I don't have one available, my poetry's there.
that's dope. That's dope. You make me want to go back to my therapist and say what's up for the one time, man.
I mean,
I
let's
might
go.
need to.
I might go back to
Yeah.
my therapist
That's,
too. So you on the same page on that.
hey, right on. I
Hmm.
appreciate it.
Hmm.
What changes? What changes do you see happening in the creative world, especially for young Black creatives?
Um, hmm, I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of hmm, a lot of people taking challenges and a lot of risk, which that's nice to see. Um, I mean that's just me saying in general. I don't know who's doing it, but it's just people testing out different sounds, which that's nice.
So, yeah, kind of like it's a lot of genre blending now.
Oh
I
yeah,
want to say it's not just like your basic R&B and I guess pop like it was I guess when I was younger. Like now you just have a fusion of everything, but that's also coming from like you said, creatives blending things, trying to create things and making different things. Kind of run through and trying
oh
to
yeah.
make something new.
Hmm.
Except for the drill thing. The drill thing kind of hit and miss with me, but All right, we're gonna do the squish quick fire real quick.
Okay.
And it's just quick fire time, no thinking, just
Yeah.
wherever you vibe to, straight off you know
Okay.
what I'm saying? All right. Spirit animal right now.
Tiger.
Dream collab, dead or alive.
SZA.
Oh shit. A song that never fails to move you.
A song you said?
Uh-huh.
Oh, All the Stars by Kendrick and SZA.
Okay, one lesson the world needs right now.
What?
One lesson the world needs right now.
Oh, uh, be kind, I guess. Well, that's not really a lesson, but be kind, I guess.
It works. It
Okay.
works. That wasn't bad. Not
Thank
bad. Not
you.
bad. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, I think I ran through it. Yep. Thank you for
Okay.
coming through. That's Bintou Kaba, everybody. Artist, healer, storyteller. If you haven't tapped in yet, go stream her EP, Reaching for the Stars, and grab her novel, Tragedy in the Ties. All the links will be in the description. This is the Squish Room, and remember, your rhythm is sacred, your story spell work. And until next time, stay fluid and stay fly. Peace.